The media wants to know Governor Rick Perry is putting pressure on President Obama to make some public comment about this horrific beheading in Oklahoma. And they're asking, was this a terrorist attack? It's the wrong question. I'm going to tell you the right question. And you can rephrase this question any way that you want. Was this beheading an act of Islamic devotion? Was this beheading an act of Islamic devotion to Allah, to God? Another question would be, was the murderer trying to imitate the deeds of Muhammad? Was the man who beheaded this poor woman trying to imitate the deeds of Muhammad? Let me read to you the words of S.A. Negosian, who is a Muslim scholar regarding Muhammad and his life. He said, the Islamic devotion to the Sunnah or the Hadith, or the traditions of the Prophet, as they are also called. And by the way, we've covered this in other shows. If you need to learn more, go to our website, voiceofresistance.com, and read the material there. Look at the history. The traditions of the Prophet, that refers to the deeds that Muhammad did in his life that are not recorded in the Koran, or the things that he said. Okay? The Islamic devotion to the Sunnah or the Hadith, or the traditions of the Prophet, as they are also called, is universal, from small and great, rich and poor, layman and cleric, subject and ruler. The Hadith has been to Muslims as vital a source of spiritual guidance as the Quran. For Muslims to reject the Hadith, that means to reject the traditions of Muhammad, the things that Muhammad did, the things that Muhammad said, okay? For Muslims to reject the Hadith is to reject the Quran. Hadith, the Quran, and the Prophet Muhammad are inseparable. They're inseparable, okay? So for the Monday morning quarterback, or for the blathering, well-meaning, foolish media commentator who does not know Islamic history, does not study the Hadith, has never read the canonical histories of Muhammad's life, they don't even know what questions to ask. We're being duped. We're being deluded. We're being deceived by people that are frantic to make Islam in their own image. Frantic to say Islam is a peaceful religion. Frantic to say that this was not a terrorist attack because he wasn't connected with any terrorist group. They're all missing the point, okay? The point is the traditions of the Prophet, as they call them. Now I will read to you from the Quran. Surah, that's their word for chapter 8, chapter 8, verse 12. When your Lord revealed to the angels, I am with you, therefore make firm those who believe. I will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve. Again, this is God speaking in the first person. I will cast terror into the hearts of those who disbelieve. Therefore, strike off their heads and strike off every fingertip of them. So here we have Allah in the first person saying that he will strike terror in the hearts of those who don't believe, and ordering his followers to cut off the heads of unbelievers. It's not that it's a terrorist attack. It's that terror is used in the Islamic scheme. Fear is used. Dismay is used to bring about conversion or obedience and submission. That's the issue. And so ask yourself this question. How many people do you know right now, for example, that will speak publicly about Muhammad being someone who cut people's heads off? Muhammad being somebody who ordered the murder of innocent people? How many of you will talk about that? How many people do you know that will talk about it publicly? Most people won't. Right now, they won't. Because they're afraid. Because terror has been struck in their heart because of the beheadings. This is exactly what they want. This is exactly the purpose in the Mohammedan scheme of what they want. So the question is not, was this a terrorist attack? The question is, and will be, was this an act of Islamic devotion?